The only thing is, I don't know his product. In order for me to bring in somebody, I've got to be accustomed to their product. Okay, guys. So I'm about to do my recording. Are you ready? What happened to the music? Oh man! What is up? So, hey guys, welcome to Crest of Resurgence. This is episode number 3. I'm your host, Rich Tower Vape, and today is May 15th, May 16th on the East Coast, May 15th on the West Coast, and welcome. Tonight I'm going to be bringing in Nathan and Leana from Crest Vapers, and I showed a little bit of their balls and stuff, but we're going to have a little chit chat with them, so it's all the same to you. We're going to hang out with these folks. You did? Oh, I'm sorry, Leana. This is my 3rd episode. Yeah, it is. Okay, you got it, Mark. You take care of it, man. Much love, bro. Pay attention, there will be a quiz. That is actually the best advice that you can give everybody in the room, Mickey. And yeah, J-Lutz, that's probably the easiest way. Just let me know in the chat room that you have an IM for me, okay? So, oh, I hear the bell. You know what that means? What is up, fellas? Hey, Nathan. Hey, Leana. How are you?
Hey, Rich. Good.
Okay, hold on. We'll just switch it.
We can't see you.
You see me now?
No, we just see your little...
Oh, no, because I'm on the video. So if you turn off the volume on the video, but you turn it on, you will see me.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Go back.
The guests are here. But yeah, J-Lutz, that's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Just let me know that there's an just put it in the main chat.
Go to Nova Broadcasting.
Yeah, I'll give you the link.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so turn off the private one, right? Where it's just you and me? The one on Google?
No, you don't want to turn this off. What you want to do is
mute it.
You don't want to mute us. You want to mute the room.
Myself. Okay.
You want to mute the room so you won't, because if you don't mute the room, you're not going to hear me.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So this way you could see us, and yeah, Limelight Vapor is Derek. That's who I had on my early show. These guys are Nathan, Leana from.
Awesome.
Oh wait, I got the wrong one in. Oh my God, I have the wrong one in. I'm sorry, guys. Oops,
Okay.
I have the wrong one in. I have the wrong one in.
There we go.
My bad.
It's all good. Okay, so
I had the wrong one in.
Hear you.
Thank you for telling me that. Oh my God, I pressed the wrong one. There's the right one. Oh my gosh, newbie mistake. I'm sorry. I am slipping.
It's okay.
Okay, I gave Derek an extra minute. So sorry about that. How are you guys?
We're good. How are you?
I'm alright. Oops. Wow, I'm really slipping. It's past midnight, isn't it? My apologies.
I understand.
My apologies. Oh my God, I know Raul, Latin Lady, these guys are like, oh my God, these guys are having a field day with me. It's not been my night. Let me explain to you what happened. Like, on my early show, I had technical difficulties. I wasn't able to like load my broadcasting software, so I wasn't able to even start broadcasting until like 8:40. So I had a person helping me out, doling out giveaways. Then after that, I was able to finally log on, and boom, here we are. And then here I am again. I pressed the wrong screen, and I had my early show stuff on. Oh, bad Rich. So anyway, hopefully you guys will save me and help me out, Nathan and Leana.
That's what we're here for.
Sure.
But anyway, welcome to the room. Welcome everybody. Everybody, give Nathan and Leana a big hello. How are you doing? So anyway, let's talk a little bit. So guys, obviously, I know we talked a little bit last night, and you said that you know, well, you used to be a smoker. Am I right, Nathan? So tell us a little bit about how you're smoking, how you got into vaping, and then Leana, you could tell us a little bit about your history also afterwards. So go ahead.
So I used to smoke a pack of Newports a day.
Okay.
For a very long time, and we met when we were working together, and she was not okay with the cigarettes.
Okay.
So that gave me a good incentive to want to stop smoking, but what happened was it was really hard. It's hard to stop smoking. So I went to like a little smoke shop, and I found like one of these crappy little non-nicotine cigarettes, the one that lights up at the tip when you start smoking it.
Okay.
But it wasn't really cutting it, so then I went to a different smoke shop. I found one that you can actually like load liquids into it, and that's where it all got started. And I went from there to one of the Egos with a VV Nova tank, and that moved on to Kanger tank, and that moved to a mod, and that moved to a drip tip, and I mean to dripping atomizer.
And next thing you know, you're just a happy camper.
Yeah.
Well, how long have you guys been vaping?
About 1.5 years now.
Oh wow. Now, Leana, now like basically from what Nathan was saying, you actually weren't a smoker. So like you went into vaping for different reasons altogether. It's just interesting because it's good to hear other reasons besides transitioning from smoking to vaping. Like, how did it happen for you?
I mean, I've always been pretty against smoking. Someone really close to me smokes, and I really, really strongly feel that it's going to decrease her lifespan, and, I've always been really against it. And when I met Nate, I mean, the smoking wasn't my favorite thing about him, but that wasn't going to stop me from dating him. But when he got into vaping, I mean, I've always liked hookah, so I mean, it was kind of like hookah for me. It was fun to play around with the juices and go tasting with him because it was important to him, so I wanted to make it part of my life also.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm guessing you're a zero nic vapor, correct?
Yeah.
So, but you know what? Let me ask something, and I'm sure a lot of people in the room can relate to this, man. I mean, like, for you, like, or like, just in general, do you vape mostly? Does it help you like with your food cravings, like if you're hungry and stuff? Because I know there's some people out there that do it for that.
I mean, I never really understood the whole, like, oh, it's a good morning vape with coffee, but I think that's probably because I'm not a huge vapor.
Right.
I think it's really cool when, because I'm a huge dessert person, so if I tell Nate, like, I'm craving a snickerdoodle cookie, he'll just go mix me a snickerdoodle cookie. And, I mean, I think that's pretty funny.
That's awesome, you know? And not only that, I mean, like, you know, here's the thing. Nathan, you can understand this. There are a lot of big people in the vaping community and a lot of unhealthy people in the vaping community. Any little bit to get us closer to being healthy would be a good thing, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I can walk my dogs now. It's easy. It's like, it's not I mean, vaping, it just started off as something so small, and like now that's what we do, you know? That's all we do.
I know it becomes like a big part of your life, and I'm sure a lot of people here can totally relate to that. How, this, like, you know, like, okay, here's a good example, right? Where would you ever see smokers going into a convention and talk about cigarettes all day long? Now, I can understand, like, they have, like, cigars and stuff, so, like, people who are cigar connoisseurs, but just people who regularly smoke cigarettes. Would you ever see a smoke meat? You know? Well,
it's basically like The Walking Dead. I mean, it's pointless. It stinks. I mean, you don't want to be. I can't stand the smell of cigarettes now. Like when I'm around people who are smoking, I just can't. I can't be there anymore.
Right. You know what? I see what you mean. Well, like, so, what is like your approach? Like for either one of you, you can answer this. What's like your approach? Like, let's say you want to try to convert somebody. You know, you want to try to get somebody to make the switch. I mean, like, what is your best? I guess what is your best approach to getting it done? Yeah.
What I've done so far with people who I know is I normally ask them what kind of cigarettes they smoke. Once I figure out like what, because Marlboro Lights and Marlboro Reds, I mean that's basically what kind of nicotine strength they're gonna do, but you're gonna want a tobacco flavor in the beginning. For me personally, I know I really needed the menthol in the beginning because I'm used to Newports. I like the menthol taste. I can't stand menthol now, but in the beginning it was really important to me. So I kind of just suggest to them, see what they're smoking, find the right nicotine strength for them. You know, if they're on lights, it's probably a 6. If it's something in between, it's probably 12. And if they're on reds, then you got to go to 18 or 24 sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And start with that, then get them to get the mixed tobacco flavors, the ones that are mixed with a little rum, with a little cream, just to get them out of that enjoying the tobacco flavor. And once you start exploring the vaping world and seeing that there's so many flavors out there that actually taste good, and you still get you still get the nicotine, you're not killing yourself, it tastes good, you smell good. Like in the beginning it was huge because she actually liked the taste that was left in my mouth after I started vaping. It wasn't a nasty tobacco taste, it was a delicious, fruity taste in my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Right. And like, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, see, that could be, that itself, just like, because like what I do, like I know you were talking about how like it's hard for you to be around smokers because you guys can't stand the smell. But what I actually try to do, as hard as it for me to do it, is that I actually purposely stand there with smokers outside sometimes, not say a word to them, and just start vaping out of my PV. And like, and like usually within like a couple of minutes, somebody will ask me a question about it, But it's hard. It's hard sitting there and all that smoke is going in your face, and you don't want to breathe it in. But I try. Yeah. At least I find where the wind is and kind of be in that direction where the smoke is kind of going away from me. But at the same time, for me, it's hard for me to be judgmental to smokers because I used to be one, and I knew what it was like to like get pestered by like when my dad was alive, God rest his soul, my mom, my brothers. They're like, it's such a bad habit. I was the last person in my entire family to quit smoking. Like I can honestly say that nobody in my family smokes that I know of, with the exception of like my brother's wife's side of the family. Like There's 2 of my nieces that smoke still. My nephew smokes a little bit, and I try to get both my sister-in-law and my nieces on it, but it's hard. It's one of those things, there's journeys that they have and decisions they have to make on their own. And I guess that could relate to you, Leana, when you're saying there's somebody really close to it you're trying to get to quit and like switch, because it's the most frustrating thing. You know, the most frustrating, especially when it's somebody that you really care about deeply. You know, so I can relate to that, and I'm sure everybody here in this room can relate and have at least that one person in their life that they wish they could convert. And it's the most frustrated one because it seems like it's the one person more than anything that you want to transition. You know.
But Mickey's right. I mean, they have to be ready to quit. They have to want to quit themselves for it to actually take.
Right.
Because that person that she's talking about, when we first started dating and she saw that I had quit smoking, and I started vaping, we tried getting her an electric cigarette, but it didn't go very well.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, because like for me it was like my sister-in-law, she tried it for a while. I bought her like a VMAX, I bought her some mods because she wanted more and more power, right? So I finally hooked her up with a bunch of stuff, and then next thing you know, she, you know, like next time I visit Colorado, she's sitting there lighting up, and then she looks at me, she was like, "Rich, don't even judge you." I'm like, I'm not, but it was like she was almost ready she was already on the defensive, and I was like, no, I'm not going to tell you what to do, you know, but Jesse, I told her this one day, I was like, listen, when you're ready, you know who to go to. That's it.
That's the thing. I mean, for me personally, if anybody tells me I need to do something, I specifically don't want to do it because they've told me that I need to do it. It's kind of something that I'm going to have to do on my own. I'm very defiant in that way, you know. I feel like a lot of humans are. We just don't want to be told what to do. We want to do what we want to do. Mm-hmm. So it's always better when you're actually ready. You want to do it, and that way, doesn't matter what anybody tells you, you're going to make sure it happens.
Right. Now here, this kind of plays into what you guys do in real life, you know, like, because these guys, they love doing what they do, you know, the work that they do with Royal Crest Vapors, but you actually have a career outside of it. Kind of plays into what you were just saying.
Yeah, me personally, I mean, I'm sober. I'm in recovery for 3 years. I'm a heroin addict. I used heroin for quite a while. So I work hand in hand with alcoholics and drug addicts.
Right.
And I mean, it's such a crazy similarity with smoking. But for alcoholics and addicts, they don't have vaping that they could just go to, you know?
There's a lot of people giving you props, Nathan, because I understand, like, any kind of addiction like that is very hard to overcome, and then turn it around and making it your life, in a sense, to help others. That's huge.
Yeah, that's, you see, I'm not that good at reading, but I see what you guys are saying. Everyone, I mean, what I've learned is that so many people that are vaping are really into the vaping community, are in recovery. They're sober. I mean, my main thing before I go to vaping, before I do anything, is I go to my meetings. You know, I work with my sponsees. I make sure that my recovery comes before anything, because if I don't have my recovery, then I can't have the whole vaping thing. And vaping comes second. It's not to say that vaping isn't extremely important in my life, but I have my priorities, you know. Right. And I actually, in my office building where my treatment center is located, there's a smoking cessation who is completely against vaping. Mm-hmm. But you know, they use Chantix, and I personally think Chantix is terrible. It is
terrible, dude. I don't know about you, but it made me have like horrible demonic dreams. And when I mean demonic, like it would completely freak me out. I'd wake up in a cold sweat, and I had the same dream, and it kept reoccurring for almost 2 weeks. And I thought I was going crazy. I actually went to my doctor. I was like, this stuff is making me go crazy. And I explained what was happening, and she's like, stop taking it right now. We'll try to... Then she put me on this thing called Nicotrol, which is like a little inhaler thing. And that stuff was terrible. I was like losing hope. So I see exactly where you're coming from. I was.
Yeah.
You know, like, I didn't tell you this, Nate or Leana, but my lung collapsed. That's what made me quit smoking. I was
wow.
driving to work. And my lung collapsed while I was having a cigarette. Because all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. Next thing you know, I'm at the doctor's office. I actually drove 15 minutes back. And then, next thing you know, I went to the doctor. He said my blood oxygen level was in the 70 percentile.
Wow.
Now, so they brought me to the hospital immediately, and then I was on full-time oxygen for a month. And that's when I finally said, oh, I guess I should stop smoking now. You know?
That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly, Mickey. I could have died. I was stupid should have gone straight to a hospital, but no, I went to my doctor's office and said, I can't. I literally walked in and went to the people up front. I was like, I can't breathe. That's all I said. I can't breathe. And that was crazy.
I'm laughing because they're saying that you're vaping steroids now. I was like, no, I doubt I don't think he would have either lungs if he's vaping steroids right now.
No. I didn't want to. You don't understand. Prednisone and me do not get along at all. It's horrible medication. It's a necessary evil for people who absolutely need it, but the side effects are unreal.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of suicides that are involved with all these kinds of things. I mean, you don't hear about any of that. I know vaping's really new, but if it was connected to all these suicides, we would have heard about it already. I mean, all that you're really hearing is, okay, the CDC is reporting this and the CDC is reporting that. But it's really the matter of being smart about your juice, keeping it out of reach of children. I mean, we don't have children yet, but we have 2 dogs. We have a little kitten right now too, and we don't keep anything around them. And trust me, we have a lot of juice coming in and out of our place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like a 500 milliliter bottle right now. So.
Holy
So
dude, I'm looking at that. I'll have like the giggles because I was like, oh, I would love it. And I can only imagine which one that could possibly be. I mean, we're gonna delve into the flavors in a little while, but I'm pretty sure you know which one's my favorite one, just based on looking at my first 2 reviews. So, because I was very hard pressed to not pimp it hardcore. I was very hard pressed to be like saying this is one of the best flavors I've ever had. Period. I mean, I could say it here.
Yeah.
I could say it here, but yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, oh my god, what am I vaping?
We're glad you enjoy it. I mean, we've gotten nothing but great feedback so far, which is really encouraging. It makes us want to do it more. You know, people are really happy, and it makes us want to continue doing it. Seeing people that are happy, it's really the joy out of all the hard work. I mean, it's not like we're living in a lab. You know, we're in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's not like, you know, we're balling or anything. It's just. It's a way to give back. We love it.
And people are so nice.
Yeah.
They've been so supportive, and everyone in the whole vape community is really, really cool. And I mean, you know, we just love it.
That's fantastic, guys. It really is. I mean, like, obviously you guys know that what I was referring to is the Joker. We'll talk about it in a little while. Okay. And when you guys understand what I mean by it, you'll be like, yeah, whatever, Rich. We've heard this one before. Because I'm a big banana vapor, but it's hard. It's hard to find a really good banana vape because there's so many out there and so many different variations of it. But you know, we'll get to that in a little while. But anyway, we'll delve into it. I do want to understand a couple of things. You know, just kind of give people a little history. Like, obviously you went into after you started vaping. You started delving into DLA not just for yourself, because then Leana started vaping as well. So you were mixing not just for yourself, but you were mixing for her, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. So what happened was originally one of my good friends, he's also in sobriety, and he was really into the whole vaping scene. And I mean, I wasn't as involved as he was, but he still is. He's really involved in it. I mean, he's online all the time with all these kinds of things, and he got his own like little do-it-yourself kit, and that just interested me. It was cool. I mean, I've always liked chemistry. That was like the only class that I was actually good at in school ever. So it just interested me. I was like, I want to try it out. I want to see if I could do these flavors because it was so interesting to me. I would try some of these flavors and it would just amaze me, and I wanted to know how it was done. So I went online, I got my little kit, and I just started mixing. And trial and error and trial and error and trial and error. And
a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone through so much juice just through trial and error.
Yeah.
We could somebody could vape for life off the juice that we've gone through in trial and error.
And I was just talking about that earlier tonight, like on my previous show. Like, the first flavor that I ever did, it took like at least a dozen tries, and I must have burned through a couple hundred mils before I got like a small little 10 ml bottle right that I felt comfortable enough to even let somebody else try. And yeah. I don't know how tough you are on yourself, but I know that's how I am, and I'm just an amateur DIYer,
I mean, we make sure we can vape it for a good week or two before even considering it as one of our flavors.
Right.
I mean, she uses tanks. I use drippers. We both, when we have a flavor that we're like, okay, maybe this one, or okay, maybe that one, we will see how long we can go on vaping it. And if it's an all-day kind of vape for us, then and we're cool with vaping it all day, not like we're forcing ourselves, but we're actually enjoying it. And we're loving it. When it's something like that, then we're like, okay, we can do this.
We give it other people will like.
Yeah, we give it to some of our close friends who vape a lot, and we see what we get honest feedback. I mean, that's our.
That's like your personal beta test group. It's just your close friends and stuff. Okay.
Yes.
It saves on sending it out to people like nationwide or whatnot. You'd be like, you guys are my neighbors.
Yeah, you really the juice genie. Yeah, you really do have to have an open mind when you're making juice, because I mean, not
thick skin too.
Like Rich likes he loves banana. Not everybody loves banana. Yeah. I personally normally hate banana, but I wanted to make a banana that I would actually like, and that's where the Joker came from. It was just it wasn't all banana. There was also like the cream and the pie part of it, and the banana was kind of more subtle than other bananas that I've had, and I was just like, this is the one.
I hear you. And like obviously the other flavor that I loved a lot was like the Joker, the Joker, and I like the Grand Duke, which is the strawberry. Oh my God, ridiculous, man! All right, I'm moving ahead myself, but we were talking about it a little bit, so.
I just want to say it's not a ketchup bottle. I can't vape on ketchup. I can't be vaping on ketchup.
What devices do you like to use? Like what kind of tanks do you use, Leana? Do you use like a Pro tank, a Spire, just a Cardo tank? What's your best way of vaping?
You got me one that I really liked. What was
she's normally on VV Novas. That's the kind of tanks she uses. Just a regular VV Nova. Yeah. I mean, nothing fancy.
Crazy.
Nothing fancy. We tried getting her on mods a little bit. She wasn't a big fan. She kind of didn't want to be dripping all the time. She liked the whole tank idea.
But you know what? Once I tried the mod, it was like the tanks weren't the same.
Oh man, yeah. Like me personally, like VV Nova is what I loved the VV Nova a couple years ago, but now it's like I know people are kind of looking at me. Oh gosh, Rich, I love my Pro tanks. I don't know why. I love my Pro tanks. Like I don't know, like all my variable voltage devices mostly have Pro tanks type tanks on it. To me, that was kind of like the upgrade from the VV Nova type tank. Just because you know how like the VV Nova is like a top loader. This is like a bottom loader, and it's like, I don't know, I was getting more flavor out of it personally. But
yeah. I mean, when I moved from my VV Nova to I got a Kanger Pro tank. That was the most amazing thing to me. It was like I was getting clouds, or what seemed to be clouds at that time. Now it's like a joke.
I know, right?
It's crazy. I mean, the whole evolution when you're just going from you're learning more about vaping. Yeah, the progression. Thank you. The whole progression of going from one of those little crappy cigarette-looking things with the green light on the end all the way to a mod with the dripper. I mean, it's just fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a hobby. I love it. And I can never go back to one of those little cigarettes with the green light on the end.
You know what though? I still have it for when I need to stealth vape though. So it's not like I threw them away. Like, let's say if you're on a plane, I mean, it's the perfect thing to have on you. Like, or like, you know, the E-rolls, like, which is like the same size. You could cup it in your hand, and like you just sit at your seat, like, stealth vape. So, you know, but anyway, so anyway, you were talking to us about your DIY. How did you guys make the decision to finally decide, you know, that you felt comfortable enough to start up your company and start selling this commercially?
When people started asking constantly, can I have this, can I have that, like, they kept asking us for the juice. Mm-hmm. It seemed like the people, our circle of people who were just making it for friends, they really were interested in it. They really wanted it. And
they would tell people, and then we'd have people we don't even know asking for it.
So we were like, you know, why don't we just do it? I mean, everything that we've done with Royal Crest Vapors is right here. It's just me and Leana. We do everything. We make all the juice. There's no other workers. I mean, it's just us. That's it. And it just started because, I mean, the demand started getting out there. Mm-hmm. So once people really started asking for it, you know, we're like, why don't we just give it a try? If it fails, it fails. If not, you know, we'll keep going with it. And thank God, we're continuing to go with it right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone crazy. I mean, we really had no idea that we would get this kind of response, which is really cool.
Yeah, people. I had J-Lutz here talking about you could stealth vape on a 350. Yeah, you could turn a Vamo into a 350 and do that, but. You know, but it's I personally like the compact when you're in the plane. Just when you're on the plane, it's not like you can vape that much on the plane anyway. You know, but
yeah,
I see what you mean.
What I do is I'll keep my mod with me. I have no problem keeping my mod with me on a plane. I'll go to the bathroom, I'll take a nice hit, and I'll just hold it in. I won't blow anything out, and that way there's no problem. You still get your fix, and everybody's happy. My ratio on... Are you asking me what the ratio is,
I think so, yeah. That's Suzanne.
Our ratio right now, for all the flavors that we have right now, are 70-30. We have a couple flavors coming out that are going to be 50-50. And the reason why they're going to be 50-50 is because we are using a lot more flavoring to just give it, oh my God, I mean, it leaves a sweetness on your lips kind of thing. And 70 VG, so more clouds.
Right.
And what happens is when you start working with 18 milligram nicotine levels, it's really hard to get a 70-30. It's not that easy, especially if you're trying to get a lot more flavor in it. So what we have right now is 70-30. We're probably going to do 50-50 on the next two that are coming out. 70 VG, 30 PG.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's gonna be some cloud in action, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Me personally, I like 50-50. 50-50 I'm comfortable with, but I don't mind the 70-30 at all because you're getting a lot of flavor and you don't have to use as much flavoring to accomplish it. And the vape is actually pretty good. It's still good for 70-30, you know? And I'm talking 70 PG, 30 VG, you know?
Yeah.
So it don't matter to me.
VG Nick is the reason why I don't like VG Nick base is because it's just so much harder to mix it. It doesn't always get into all of it. I mean, I've gotten big bottles and shaken them, and there's still sometimes where I'll drip, and it's just all I have is nicotine in it. So we're just more comfortable with the whole. Thank you,
Vaping Gal Philly.
Thank you, Vaping Gal Philly. And we're just really more comfortable with the PG Nick base.
Oh yeah. If you guys know Vaping Gal Philly, she does her show on Tuesday nights on Freak Show Network. So, and she's actually she is a pretty good reviewer herself. So, I don't know if you put reviews up for them. Mel, have you did your Royal Crest Vapor reviews yet? I know I'm totally putting her on the spot. She's like, I hate you, Rich. Yeah, she was sick. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk a little bit about the company. I'm kind of, you know, like, guys, have you seen what J-Lutz has been putting up? He's been putting up the links to their Facebook page, their website, and their Instagram. For those of you who are Instagram, I mean, like, definitely, please like their page. let's hope I'm hoping we can get some likes to their page up. If those of you who might be interested in the line juices that we're going to discuss right now, and they're on Instagram, so they can show pictures and they're showing pictures. And usually you put like contests and you put sales you may have every once in a while through Instagram. Also, am I correct?
Yes. We have contests. We have a couple of big contests that are coming out.
Yeah.
One of them, I'll just let you guys know here. It hasn't come out yet. We haven't gotten it yet. We're going to be giving away a DNA 20 Hanomon clone from China. I should be getting it. It already shipped from China, so it should be here in a couple weeks. I know it's not the real one, but it's still. I mean, a lot of people have been really looking for the Hanomods and things like that. So we're going to be giving away that with a couple of 120 ml bottles, and we're also teaming up. I'm not going to say the name of the juice company, but it's another royal juice company, and we're just going to have a very royal contest going on. That's going to be on Instagram.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I'm looking forward to it. And so anyway, let's talk about this. Is the fun part. Let's talk about some of these flavors now. I had just loaded up my tank while we were talking with Queen Bee, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Here's the thing. All right, like when I knew I was gonna have you guys come on, I was like, I know there's one bottle of juice I haven't opened yet. This was the bottle of juice. I am vaping it for the very first time right now.
Awesome.
And basically, I'm gonna put the link here for people just to follow what we're doing here. Let's talk about this first. This is the Queen Bee. Now it says here on your site, this is your take on the creme brulee.
Yeah. It has the sweetness, it has the custardness, it has a custardy kind of thing. What inspired us? It tastes nothing like his at all. But what inspired us originally was Jimmy the Juice Man, his creme brulee flavor. I mean, I've spoken to Jimmy many times. He's a really nice guy. He's huge on Facebook. Mm-hmm. When I first got into the whole Facebooking vaping thing, that was who I was looking for. So it kind of inspired us. We didn't want to do anything like him, though. We wanted to make it our take on creme brulee.
Yeah, because I have both. I have yours and I have his, and I can tell you the difference right off the bat. To me, this is like more like with him, it's like the actual flavor of the creme brulee. Okay, and it's very popular. It's pretty much a one-on-one for me. What this tastes like, it's not just the creme brulee, but it's literally like cracking open the top and taking a scoop of it with the top on it. So that's what I'm tasting.
Yeah. The glaze on the top, that's what we were trying to do. Yeah. And that was a hard thing to find.
That's a big thing with our juice too, and that's why it takes so long to do. We want to make sure you can taste every aspect of it, not just like if it's strawberries and cream, not just like, oh, it's strawberry, I taste it. We want you to taste the strawberry, the cream, like every single note perfectly.
Wacky, we'll talk offline about that. We'll work out something. But anyway, but that was my first take on it. And see, this is how much faith I have in you guys. Okay, I tanked it right away without even tasting it. And like people know, it's like, because like so far, I mean, like, listen, not every one of your flavors agrees with me, and I'll be the first person to admit it. But the two that I really liked a lot, was I know the first. What was the first one you introduced? Let's talk about the first one you introduced us to. Wait, here it is. Let me put the link in. We'll put the link in the room for people to see. The first one.
There's no banana in our creme brulee. That's what I also taste in Jimmy's creme brulee. I taste the banana. I still think it's delicious, but we don't have banana in our creme brulee.
Anyway, this is the first one you came out with. I know you were talking. This is the first one you released publicly, right? And this is the Duchess. Okay, so let's break this apart. This is a pineapple dream pudding, and basically you wrote is has a hint of pineapple and a mystery flavor to it. All right.
Yeah. So the Dutches came about. We have year passes to Disneyland in LA.
Right.
So we go to Disneyland about once a month probably, and there's a place
So
called,
jealous, by the way. I'm so
I know.
freaking jealous.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So there's a place that has a thing called Dole Whip, and what Dole Whip is...
It's like pineapple soft serve.
Yeah, it's pineapple soft serve.
And there's hundreds of people online.
Yeah, I mean, you have to wait like a half hour to get a taste of it. So we one time actually waited in line and tasted it, and I just like the thought came. I was like, I want to make a juice that tastes like this, and that's what got us. That's what got us going. We started trying, and I mean, through trial and error, we finally figured out a good combination to make it similar to that. It's just we never thought that pineapples would work with the creamy flavor. You know, you always hear strawberries with cream or peaches and cream. But the pineapple works really well with the creamness.
Yeah, there's not too many vendors that make a Dole Whip. I know that one of my sponsors, Thomas Vapor, makes one. Makes the actual Dole Whips, and I can understand, but this tastes different than that. And I'm just vaping on some of it right now, and to me, it's like the pineapple. Even though you say that there's pineapple in it, it's kind of subtle to me, and I kind of like that. A lot of sweetness comes out of the vape for me. And, yeah, I don't know what that mystery flavor is. I can't figure it out.
I'm not tell you what it is.
I know you're not going to tell me. I tried, right? I know, you guys like, Rich is being sneaky.
That was sneaky.
Yeah, it was sneaky. It was sneaky.
I almost did it, but they caught me. So, let's go to, like, the next flavor now. Obviously, we're going to talk... I want to, like, introduce you guys to my favorite flavor of the bunch. The one that I would consider of your line being, in my personal opinion, is the best. And there's a lot of reasons for it. I mean, there's an obvious reason, but then there's also a good reason. That is the Joker. Let me go ahead and put that link in the room, guys, for guys if you guys want to see this. So what was your inspiration for this particular flavor, besides the fact that you wanted to please me?
The inspiration came about a banana flavor that people who don't even like banana would like. So we would get it's not just people who really are looking for the banana.
Right.
It's people who walk into the vape store and the guy just tells them, you know, I know you don't like banana, but just try it. And they try it, and it's like, okay, well, this isn't like any other banana that we've ever tried. It's subtle. The banana is not overpowering. We try that none of our flavors have a really overpowering one flavor in it. We want to mix it. Mm-hmm. So that's where we got the crust part. That's why we put the creaminess in it. We want you to be able to taste all parts of that banana cream pie.
Yeah, I remember. I remember like when I first started vaping. I think that's when I hit you guys with like, holy crap! I was like. Because I'm really discriminate when it comes to my banana vapes. I really am discriminate. And there's a lot of banana vapes that I actually have given away to people. And they're like, Rich, I thought you're a banana guy. I'm like, well, these are okay. They're not great. Like, if I'm going to spend my time vaping on a banana, I want to vape on banana. Like, you know, like stuff that's just going to boom. Yes, I am a banana snob. Yeah, I am probably the strongest banana. I'm probably one of the biggest banana snobs in the community. I will take that crown. But yeah, and then there's a lot of people that also say that banana reminds them of that antibiotic they took as a kid, like that pink stuff that tasted a little bit like banana. So yeah, I completely understand.
Love that medicine. I used to try to get that medicine even when I wasn't sick. My mom used to like call me crazy. I love that medicine.
It's like amoxicillin overload for Nathan. Oh my god.
It's delicious. And when it's cold, it's even better.
Oh, dude, you had to put that in the fridge all the time. You had no choice.
Yeah. It's delicious. It is delicious.
Alright, so anyway, let's go ahead and we pull up the next flavor for you guys to take a look at. Hold on here.
Now, if people who don't like banana would like it, people who like banana would like it even more Vape Nader.
All right, so let's go ahead and put this next in. Next one I want to talk about is the Grand Duke. So here's the link to the Grand Duke, guys. You guys are, Toxic Sloth. Yes, it's I think their house blend is 70 PG, 30 VG, but they're working on 50-50.
No.
Right? Or is it 70 VG, 30 PG?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I got it mixed up. Okay. Oh, my mistake. 70 VG, 30 PG, but they're also working on a 50-50 blend. So anyway, let's talk about this. It's pretty, for those of you who see the description, it's their take on the strawberry shortcake. Now, to me, strawberry would be considered maybe like my third favorite flavor. Like, it would probably, for me, it would be banana, pineapple, strawberry. So, that's interesting. Didn't I do those 3 in a row? Okay.
Yeah.
So those are literally my three. Those are the ones, the vapes I have when it comes to fruit vapes more than anything. No vacuum vapes. Coconut is my kryptonite. I cannot. He knows that coconut's my kryptonite. I can't handle coconut in most cases. But
I used to hate coconut, Wacky, but I found some coconuts that I love. You just have to find the right one.
Right. Oh, see, Vaping Gal Philly, Mel and I are opposites. She loves the coconut. She can't vape banana unless it's organic banana, because she says she has an allergy to the artificial banana.
Yeah, get the Benadryl. That's what she was saying. She gets the Benadryl running.
But I hate the coconut. I can't handle the coconut. So that's pretty funny. Yep, I guess so, Mel. Wubba. So, but anyway.
You gotta get your own room.
Oh, gosh. But anyway, here's the thing. Like, so, what were you trying to accomplish? Thank you, Mel. What were you trying to accomplish with this? I mean, like, you have a theme to it. Obviously, you have the royal theme to it. But when it comes to the flavorings, what I'm getting in a general sense is that you're trying to literally emulate the taste. You're not trying to make it like a candied version or an over-the-top version, because there's a lot of vendors out there that try to make dessert vapes and try to make it a little bit over the top. What I've noticed with you guys, you're trying to make it taste as much like what you're advertising as possible. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but that's my take on it.
No, you're exactly right. Yeah. That's exactly what we want to do. We don't want it to be a strawberry shortcake and all you taste is intense amounts of strawberry and there's no shortcake involved in it whatsoever. We don't want it overpowering. That was our whole thing. I mean, I've tried so many flavors. I've gone through so many flavors and spent so much money on different brands, and we didn't want to do that. We don't want to be like everyone else, We want to vape what we enjoy vaping, and we're looking to get the customers or get the people who want to enjoy the same kind of vapes that we do.
I could totally relate to that. And you know what? I think a lot of people would appreciate that, just because, like, when there's, I mean, especially now, I mean, like, we don't have to delve on this too much. Obviously, you know that today they had the Senate hearings on, with the FDA.
Yeah, I watched some of it.
Hey, Senator Harkin, I would love for you to come in and have a chat with us, go to one of our vape meets, and maybe be really educated on vaping from an adult vapor's perspective. I mean, I understand what he was talking about, and he was saying about how they should try to keep it out of the hands of children. I understand that completely. I'm in total agreement. But what he's missing the point is that he almost made it sound like, he made it sound like it's like a hardcore Class A drug. And that's what I didn't like. And he put it forth that way. And almost made anybody that's listening like, oh my God. So it's making it easier for people to, like, get nicotine, and they're making it... And listen, nicotine, yes, it is... We all, all of us here, we like our nic, okay? But you know what? There are a lot of people that like coffee, too.
Yeah.
And I
love coffee.
And I put them hand to hand. I mean, personally, that's how I view it. Now, obviously, the carcinogens in cigarettes are horrible. That's what makes cigarettes bad. It's not the fact that we're taking the nicotine. But yeah, I don't know. It totally blows my mind listening to some people talk with a straight face. and like putting it down to such a degree. They're putting so much effort in it. I don't know what do you guys think?
I think what they're trying to do. This is just my personal opinion. I mean, you can do with it what you'd like. What I believe they're trying to do is they're trying to make nicotine sound like nicotine is the bad guy and nicotine is the problem in cigarettes, and that's what's killing everyone and all these things. But if you do your research, I mean, nicotine is a lot less harmful than a lot of the other shit that people put in their bodies today. It's not what kills you. It is an addictive substance, yes, but it's not what kills you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get a patch, it has nicotine. If you chew the gums, it has nicotine. So, it's the tar and carcinogens. That's what's killing you with the cigarettes. It's not the nicotine. I mean, I heard Dr. Drew, I think it was, on the radio the other day,
mm-hmm.
and he was saying how he's glad to give some people nicotine. You know, if it takes you away, he's glad to put you on vaping if it takes you away from the cigarettes, because I mean, it's pretty harmless.
Yeah, I mean, people are focusing on the bad way too much rather than. I mean, this could save someone's life potentially, you know, or extend their life at least.
Right, and you know what? And this is for our generation. You know, like, for kids to be grabbing, I mean, like, my opinion, like, there was a person that put up a video, a 14-year-old girl put up a vaping video on how you could coerce your parents to get all the vaping products you wanted. 14 years old.
Wow.
So I actually wrote her a long comment telling her, listen, you are in an envied position where you never have to start smoking. You never have to start vaping. I mean, like, wait the 4 years. If you're 18 years old and you still decide you want to vape, that's your choice at that time because you're a grown ass person.
Yeah.
But you're 14. I mean, like, take the time out. I mean, just stay away from it. And, like, you know, like, a lot of people in this room are like, yeah, Rich, you're saying this, but when we were 14, a lot of us were smoking. But that was a different generation when we were growing up as kids, like in the 80s or in the 90s. You know, this is before vaping became big. Right now, you know, like our kids right now, like people who are teenagers now, they have a chance to not be involved with it at all. Because if anything, this is for our generation. And for the unfortunate kids that do take up smoking, we'll be there for that generation to tell them, stop smoking because there's something that's better out there. And what I mean by better, and always better, you know? Yeah. Like, it's just, it doesn't make you smell. You're still getting your nick. There's a lot more variety. Mm-hmm. And you can eventually drop down to zero if you want to wean yourself off the nicotine. And you just need the oral fixation.
And not just that. I mean, for people who are doing DIY and things like that, I mean, it becomes a hobby for a lot of people. You know, building your new atomizer up. It gives you things, it gives these kids something to do instead of going to look for drugs, for cigarettes, for all this crap that's going to do. You know, it gives you something that you could maybe find a passion in. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened with us. It was like it became a hobby, and then I got passionate about it, and we just started this, you know?
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's fantastic. It really is. Sorry. Well, anyway, let's delve into the last flavor that I have here. Hold on, let me just grab my bottle here. Here it is. Here it is, guys. This, guys, is the wild card. Okay. Now this is a little bit different than the other ones because a lot of the vapes in your line that you have up are like, in my mind, like has some kind of dessert feature to it. This one's like a straight up fruit and lots of fruit, and you know, right here, like the description says itself. The description says a mysterious blend of tropical flavors that will make your mouth water. Okay, so this was for her, I'm guessing. So this is your juice, Leana?
This is hers.
Yeah.
That's her baby.
Oh boy. You know what? Let me go ahead and let's go. I mean, I tried this before, but let me go and give it another shot right now, so you guys get. And while you're at it, guys, yeah, why not? Let's go and give it another shot here. Why not? Okay. Let's see here. Let's put in a couple drops here. Like,
be honest, we like constructive criticism.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
especially that it's her flavor. I mean, just be brutally honest.
No,
I'm
yeah.
joking.
He
I'm
loves
joking.
it when people don't like mine.
You know what though? Here's the thing, like just vaping on a little bit here. To me, it's like I'm getting. I don't know. There's something a little bit off, but I don't know what it is. But I think because as soon as I read tropical fruit, in my mind, I'm already psychologically thinking there's coconut in it. So, and I think that's
coconut.
yeah, but I don't think so.
If you're allergic to strawberries, you shouldn't have any of it. There's definitely some strawberry in there. But to me, the flavor that stands out is the apple. There's an apple in there that stands out to me. It kind of tasted like I was smoking it out of a hookah a little bit. It was just different than anything I'd had before. I enjoyed it. So
this is like I could see this being more of a refreshing vape though. For people who are into that, like if you like the nice fruit, like just like it's like 2:30 in the afternoon, you're at the office and you're falling asleep, have your little bit of coffee, have some of this.
Yeah.
Or your Red Bull.
And what I've noticed is with all our flavors, I drink coffee. I mean, I go to meetings and stuff, and if you know anything about AA or any of those kind of fellowships, is that we have coffee at every single meeting that you will ever go to. So I drink quite a bit of coffee, and to me, when I have a cup of coffee with any of our flavors, it just makes it so much more delicious.
You know what? See, and like just goes to show, Nathan, like you sharing your testimonials. By the way, guys, I did not know this. I was surprised, just like everybody else. But you know what? It takes a real man. To talk about their transgressions in the past. So and look, there are people.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah,
There's a few people in here that could relate to you. Definitely can. And and proud to say that all of you guys are all exes.
Yeah.
You're ex-addicted, and that's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Look, Raul Giuliani says it all. Pride for the room. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. In a sense, though, when you think about this, good night, Latin lady. Have a good evening. Sleep well.
Suzanne, my sponsor yelled at me for vaping in a meeting.
All the time.
I don't vape anymore in meetings. I do not.
He goes outside.
I've learned my lesson.
We'll catch up this weekend, Latin lady. Like, we'll chat and stuff. But anyway, okay. She's always busy. Like, it's hard to even talk to her. So that's why I was saying that. Anyway, what I'm trying to say to you guys is that, in a way, the way I look at it, I'm not just talking about broadcast of the show, but like I go to other shows, like I'll go and visit Mel on her show every once in a while, or there are other people who host on other networks, and I'll go to their shows every once in a while, and to me, just the whole camaraderie of people coming together, talking about something we're all passionate about, in a sense, that's almost like going to meetings for me. Keep me off smoking. Because no matter what, I will always be a smoker for the rest of my life, even though I haven't had a cigarette in nearly 2 years. Yeah. So, I mean,
that's the whole idea. You fellowship.
That's amazing,
it's.
I mean,
there's a camaraderie there that you don't find anywhere else, and you see it with alcoholics and addicts, and like it's cool to watch it happening in the vaping community. It's just like people get together, and it's just we talk about our stories. It's really cool.
Fantastic. I'm in total, I just think that I've dealt with, not me personally, I've never had that issue, but I had, like, my first real girlfriend was a heroin addict, and, I don't want to Debbie down it, but unfortunately, eventually, like, she struggled with it her whole life, addiction, and it finally took her life a few years back. Oh. But, it happens. It's the worst case scenario. But the thing is that, even though I wasn't dating her anymore, I would always check up on her to see how she was doing, because her mom's a nurse practitioner, and her mom, with all her power and everything, couldn't stop it, and worst. I'm just telling you guys, like, what it can do. Worst case scenario, like, she left behind a 10-year-old son. It's just horrible, like, she passed in the night. Her heart just gave out, and that's happened sometimes. And this is after she gave it up. She was finally clean for like a year. And it was just so much that happens. What are you going to do? You know? But anyway, us being here together, and this is just one part, you know what? It's just proof that we are either in the process of giving up smoking and going into vaping, or we are just all vapors in here, and we're proud to say we're vapors, and that we've moved away from cigarettes. And you know what? That is the big, when you think about it, you know, tell me if I'm wrong here, Nathan, Leana, but cigarettes, when it comes to like, you know, I guess drugs, if you want to call it, like any sense of the word, from the lowest level of drugs like caffeine, nicotine, to the highest level, this is like your biggest killer.
Yeah, it kills more than anything else does.
Yeah.
You know, like alcohol is like a distant second, but you know.
Well, alcohol, so I believe I was talking to one of the guys that runs the smoking cessation groups in my office building. I'm pretty sure what he was telling me, I could be mistaken, but I believe what he said was if you take all the drugs and alcohol deaths together, it still does not amount to the amount of deaths from smoking. I mean, that's how bad smoking is.
Yeah.
It sounds really, you know, and like I said, and I think, and I'm glad that a lot of people in here now are realizing how good it is, you know, that we're doing. And you know what? If there are other issues that you're dealing with, you know, it could be like health issues or whatnot. At least, you know, we're together and we're all saying the same thing, that at least we're all here together and we've given up one major bad habit in our life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
One major.
The whole thing is that we're all, it doesn't matter whether it's drugs, alcohol, or cigarettes, and now we're all vape. You know, it's that we're bettering our lives, that we're extending our lives, is that we can be with our loved ones a little longer. I mean, I wouldn't give it up for the world.
Okay, so anyway, guys, I know there are people, you know, this is definitely one of the most inspirational interviews I've ever done. Because we've talked about topics I don't usually talk about, but I think it's absolutely necessary, and it really speaks volumes, really. Like, it speaks volumes for you, Leana, because you stuck by the person that you loved, no matter what, despite him having a bad habit or whatnot. And you, Nathan, you got past something incredibly hard in your life, and now you're almost turning around, and as your career is your day job, you turned around and now you're helping others. I mean, to me, that's just wow. It kind of blows me away, you know. It just blows me away as to the kind of people you guys are, you know. And I'm not just saying that because I like your juices. I'm just saying that as people. You know, I know people are like, you just pimping the juice, but no, I'm being serious here. You know, like we touched upon some hard topics that people don't like to talk about all the time, especially on a vaping show. But you know, this is definitely going to be one interview I'm never going to forget.
Yeah,
for good reasons.
Either. And I mean, I'm used to it. I mean, I speak at meetings and things like that, and it's like I've sat in front of 97 people before. You know, I'm used to this kind of stuff already. I'm comfortable talking about it. You know, to me, it's in a way, it's what makes me who I am today. You know, I've overcome something, and I've grown from it. I've learned so much from it, and what's cool is, you know, what we believe is that you can't keep what you have unless you give it away. You know, so being an inspiration to people is great. You know, giving back to people, that's what we do. That's why we have a cause of the month. We want to give back to the community. We don't, you know, we're not here to just make a bunch of money and take it and run. We want to give back. We want to help people. That's the whole idea of this thing for us.
Well, you know what, Vapinator, just to talk about that, I mean, yeah, knowing people for chat is a bit weird, but we have these vape meets that people set up, not just regional vape meets. Like, for example, I know you were talking to me today, actually, Nathan, about how you and Leanna are starting to go to the LA Vapors Club meets.
Yeah.
And, you know, because I hooked you up with Pup, and you guys are going to be starting to work on that locally. And that's a really popular meet. A lot of people nationwide know about that. But here's another thing, Vapinator. There's also national meets that happen. And the way national meets are going these days, they're happening almost every month of the year. So it gives vapors in the community a chance to go to one of these national meets and get to know each other in real life. So it's almost like you meet the people here, you get to know people here. Maybe you go through video chat. Like, for example, Google Hangouts is a very popular way that vapors get together and, you know, chit chat and get to know each other, and then you go to the meets. You know, it turns, you know, it turns all, you know, and then it's like you make really good friends. Like I know I've made some really, you know, really good friends here, you know. And
yeah, I mean, we've never met in person, and the way we met is through the internet, and it's like, you know, we've grown, a friendship has grown from that.
Yeah.
Right. And you know what? I understand what you're saying, Vapinator. I mean, like, you get scared. I mean, like, it's not for everybody. So, you know, just ease into it at your comfort level. And, you know, if you decide this is as far as you want to go, that's fine. A lot of people are like that. Some people do want to talk on video chat. Some people do want to meet each other. I understand. You know, it's to each his own. You know, you take what you want from the information you get from the community. If it helps you in your life, if it helps you in your journey of vaping, that's all. So anyway, guys, to go back a little bit on the business end, here's the thing. Nathan Leana told me, they are offering a 20% off coupon for everybody who wants to order on their site right now. So, is this going to be, how long is this valid for? Until like Sunday night or whatnot? Yes, through the weekend?
Sunday night at 11:59. I mean, once it hits Monday, it's over. So,
Yeah.
until then, and there's free shipping on whatever orders you are putting in. You will not have to pay for shipping whatsoever. It doesn't matter. As long as you're in America, we're only shipping to America right now.
Okay.
So as long as you're in America, shipping is free. It's taken care of. Get 20% off your order. Yeah.
That's fantastic, guys. And just so you guys know, again, you know, like they're also offering free shipping in the U.S., so you don't need a coupon for that. They're going to be doing that. And again, if you can, like their Facebook page if you haven't yet. If you're on Instagram, follow them, and then here's their website also. Now, here's something good. You told me about this giveaway. You wanted to do a couple of giveaways, guys. Here we go, guys. I know this is what you guys are waiting for, right? Like, oh my God, we get a chance to try some of this, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, why don't you tell us about your big giveaway that it blew me away when he told me last night. I was like, what? But go ahead, Nathan.
Yes.
I'll let you guys do the honors.
I'd say our most popular flavor is the Grand Duke right now. That's a strawberry shortcake flavor. So what we are doing is we're going to give a free 120 ml. You don't have to pay for shipping, nothing. So a free 120 ml of the Grand Duke. I'm looking at the bottle right now. We're just waiting to fill it up with whatever flavors. I mean, with whatever Nick level you guys, whoever wins it is going to use. So 120 ml bottle of the Grand Duke. And we have a couple of others as well.
No, I don't think it's the ketchup squeeze size, Raul Giuliani.
No, not yet. Not yet. Soon.
Oh, man. You guys are killing me. Okay, guys. We're doing a question. I know. You guys are so excited, right? But anyway, if you are listening to us tonight, you will get this right away. I'm going to put the question in chat. First person to answer it. First person to answer this question wins the 120 ml bottle.
Answer it correctly, I might add.
Yep, answer it correctly. My bad. Not just put any answer. It's like, I win! That's like the name is, it's like, damn it! That's my answer. Okay.
I know how you vapors get. You just want some fruit juice. I know how it is.
Okay, are you guys ready? Who's ready? I don't know. I don't see enough excitement in this room. I don't know what's going on. Nobody's excited to like win 120 bottle? Oh, there we go. I was waiting for the excitement. Okay. All right, you can stop the one now. Are you guys ready? I'm going to put the question in the room. First person to answer it wins the 120 mil. It's not a hard question. I emphasized it during the interview. I emphasized this, okay? All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Well, first question he released. First question he released. They released.
No.
Nope.
Nope. No, crap is not one of the flavors.
Wait. I'm gonna let you decide who wins. You choose the winner, Nathan. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it
too. Okay, so here's
who's the winner, guy?
Big Rog said pineapple cream, which is correct. He didn't get the name. But
G-Dubs
actually got the name right.
So maybe leave it up to Rich.
So how about we do this? Since G-Dubs even got the name correct, G-Dubs will get the 120. And it went. Hold on, it went up. And then for Big Rog, how about I got 230 mils for you. How about that? Of your choice.
Oh wow, that's really nice of you, man. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Whoa, man.
So that's 60 for G-Dubs, and that's 120. I mean, that's 120 for G-Dubs and 60 for Big Rog. Is that cool?
Oh, that's more than cool, dude. That's more than cool. Wow. Okay, so G-Dubs and Big Rog, I need the last 2 digits of zip code so I could verify your emails before I send it off to Nathan and Leana.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Okay, hold on. So G-Dubs is 01 and Big Rog is, hold on, 49. Now, this isn't the last giveaway we're doing. These guys are being very generous tonight. The second giveaway is well, what is the second giveaway? I'll let you do the honors on this one too.
The second giveaway is a sampler of every one of our flavors, which is going to come in a bottle this size, which is about 7 milliliters. So that's 5 flavors, 7 milliliters. We're going to do 2 sample giveaways.
And this one, I'm going to make it easy for you guys. I'm going to do random chatters for this. I couldn't do it for the 120 mil, because come on, that's 120 mils. So yeah, I wanted you guys to work on that one a little bit.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you last night, Leana. I think you passed out last night before.
I did pass out.
I know.
Yeah, so that's the bottle. If you can see me yet. It's lagging on here.
Whoa, I see that bottle. That's a monster bottle.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big bottle.
Yo, G-Dubs. Oh, yeah, it says, you lucky dog, you. And Big Rog, hey, man, you're going to get 230, so you get to choose 2 flavors. So.
Yeah, Vaping Heavy Clouds. You can get in touch with us. I mean, just get in touch with us on Facebook or email us. I mean, either way, we'll work something out. I mean, we don't have a set thing where we actually sell sample packs, but we could work something out.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure, like, yeah. Yeah, all you have to do is email them. What is your email so we can put it in the room here?
Our email
is... Is this sales or something?
No, it's just royalcrestvapors@gmail.com. Okay,
guys, so here's the email, guys. So just copy and paste that if you want to see if you can work out something with them. Like if you want to get like you know why people are asking that, Nathan? It's for, I understand, because a lot of vapors are on a budget and they want to make sure if they can get a sample pack that they could at least give it a try. Maybe in Mel's in Vaping Gal Phillies, she want to like find a way to get the flavor so she may possibly do reviews on it later on, stuff like that. But here's the thing, guys. We're going to offer 2 of these sample packs out right now for 2 lucky people. I'm going to do random chatters, okay? Now, I hope you're here for it. So, hey, what's up, LS? Lady Strange in the room. How are you? So, all right, you guys ready? I think they're ready. What do you think, Nathan? Leana, are they ready?
I think they should be a little more hyped up before we, it's free juice.
Yeah, they aren't that hyped up. Yeah, I noticed that.
There we go.
Okay, they're hyped up now. I'm going to pick 2 winners, guys. Okay, thank you very much for those. I know, it's the holy ones. Okay, you guys can stop. Let's roll it. Good luck, everybody. First winner is Tammy. Tammy's the first winner. Are you here, Tammy? Oh, there she is. Yay. Give me the last 2 digits of your zip code, Tammy. Okay. Well, I'm just waiting to get her last 2 digits of your zip code. Tammy. Okay, 55. And let's do the second winner. Good luck, everybody.
Woo!
Skip to Vaping.
Vaping.
Are you in the
Nice
room, Skip to
name.
Vaping?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Or she.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know.
You're welcome.
Person.
You're very welcome.
Vapor. Need the last 2 digits of your zip code, Skip to Vaping. Let's see if we can get this. La 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 la. Da, da. Well, you're awesome too. Oh, he is. Okay, it's a he.
He is.
All right,
All
76. Okay, congratulations. That's awesome. Okay, now the last thing, obviously, you guys know the last thing I like to do with any of my guests is give them a quiz, a little small quiz. You're both free to answer the question, so if you want, you can either answer together, you can answer separately, whatnot. It's not that bad. It's the James Lipton Inside the Actors Studio quiz. It's the quiz he gives to every one of their guests at the end of their interview. So I decided to incorporate it into my show because I think it's pretty cool. And it fleshes out my guests even more. Not like I can't really flesh you guys out any more than you already fleshed yourself out. But, here we go. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Question,
What is your favorite non-curse word?
Is whore considered a curse word?
Right, what's yours, man?
I don't know. Hungry.
Oh, sweet. Okay. What is your least favorite word?
No.
I'm kind of in agreement with that. How about yours?
Yeah.
You both like no?
I agree with no.
Okay. What turns you on?
Leana.
Nate.
Alright, that one was kind of easy. Alright. What turns you off?
Bad smells.
Yeah.
All right.
Bad hygiene.
Oh, you talk about BO. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
What sound do you love?
Moaning.
Oh my god, really?
It's okay, I have a parental advisory. We're good. We're good.
I'm gonna get shit for that later, but I just
What's yours, man?
The sound of it being 5:30 and I can come home from work.
Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. I think a lot of people like that one. Let's see, the next one would be, what sound do you hate?
Alarm clock.
Alarm clock is definitely the
And
one.
we have this really obnoxious guy that comes in front of our apartment building and rings a bell and sells corn, and that's obnoxious.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck the corn man. It's terrible.
Okay, here we go. Speaking of that, what is your favorite curse word?
Fuck. Definitely.
Bitch.
Okay, cool. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
For me, probably underwater photographer.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to live on a ranch and just ride horses all the time. I love horses.
Okay, I don't know about the riding horses part, because I had a couple of bad experiences with horses, but hey, I'm willing to try it again.
I love horseback riding. It's one of my favorite things to do. Riding them horses is right. I fucking love horseback riding.
What profession would you not like to do?
One of those guys.
I wouldn't want to be a janitor.
I
Okay.
wouldn't want to be the people that scrape the roadkill off the road.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. All right, and here's the last question. Regardless of religious affiliation, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
That's a philosophical
That's
ass
a
question.
crazy question.
I know, but that's the last question of the quiz.
Just that I did good.
No, that's good. I like that.
Just that I did good.
Like, the way I answered was, you made a mark in your life.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well, anyway, guys, there you have it. Guys, give these guys a round of applause. Seriously, this is not. I'm like not all kidding. No kidding. All kidding aside. This is definitely one of the best interviews I think I've ever done. No lie.
Aw.
It was very.
Okay, so I just want to say one more thing before we go.
Mhm.
So I saw Sally, I think it was, Susie, Sally, I don't remember. They were asking about new flavors that are going to be coming out.
Oh, right.
So right now, I think the next one that's going to be coming out is a strawberry Nesquik flavor that has nothing that's going to kill you. And it tastes like strawberries. It tastes like strawberry Nesquik.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I haven't been able to stop vaping on it lately. It's delicious. I mean, it has a chocolatey flavor, but I've noticed with a lot of chocolate flavors.
Should I check my mail tomorrow?
Soon. We're just waiting. We're waiting for labels to come in. Once labels get in here, I mean,
who needs a label? Just send me an. I know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, what I wanted to do, because I've had a lot of chocolate flavors. A lot of them I just can't stand their chocolate flavors.
Right.
So it's just the perfect chocolate mix that has strawberry. I mean, it's delicious. It's delicious.
Oh my god, dude! I used to like drink it like it was going out. That and the banana Nesquik. It's hard to get the banana Nesquik. You have to go to specialty shops to find it, but you can find it. And I know a place it's called Amazon.
Oh, so non-fruit. We're in the very beginning stages of a soda type flavor. What we've came up with so far is kind of like a ginger beer taste.
Like ginger ale.
Yeah, it's like ginger ale. It has a little creaminess to it.
It's so good
one
at
thing we're working on, and this big ass bottle is actually pineapple. I mean, sorry, it's late. Is a peanut butter and banana cream flavor.
Oh my god.
This is probably coming out also. I've been vaping on this for a little while. I'm still working out the kinks in it. Yeah, those are the 50/50s that are coming out. They're all going to be 50 VG, 50 PG. So those are some new flavors that we're coming out with really shortly.
All right. Hey guys. Oops. Mod drop. My bad. I know, right, Mickey? No, it's not I'm lusting after the big bottle, is it? I just want to try some. That's a woo. It sounds so good. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much, Nathan. Again, thank you so much, Leana. Thank you so much for coming on my show.
Us, Richard. Thank you for having us. This was an amazing experience. Yeah. I love this. This is
Thank you, everyone who's watching.
Yeah, thanks to all the viewers. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been awesome. We've had a great time with you.
Yeah.
Listen, just want to let you know real fast, if you wanted to set up like a little banner for your sale, I'll post that on my page also, because some people like putting graphics on a sale. So I don't know if you want to do that. If not, I'm just gonna put your I'm just gonna put your logo up and to be like, boom, 20% off for the weekend. So I'm gonna post that up. I'll probably do before I go to sleep tonight, so everybody will know. Because I didn't want people to know it now, but after the show I'll put it up. So.
Yeah, definitely. So guys, check us out on Facebook, Instagram.
Check our website out.
Yeah, check out our website, royalcrestvapors.com. If you have any questions, email us at royalcrestvapors@gmail.com. And we love your feedback. We love hearing from you guys. We love seeing the pictures. I mean, that's really that's the fuel to our fire. That's what keeps us going.
Yep.
Thank you so much, guys. Again, much love to both of you, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
I can guarantee I'm going to talk to you soon. So.
Peace.
Peace. There you go. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening. Good night.